This week I'm driving the Chevrolet Traverse RS 2020. So this week, Chevrolet Traverse RS behind me. The Traverse is part of a big family in the GM lineup. You can find pretty much the same platform powertrain in other brands of GM, like the GMC Acadia, the Buick Enclave, and also the Cadillac XT6. Each one have their own recipe to make it more luxurious or more off-road, but I think the Chevrolet version is more practical, more oriented for the family. So first, what makes a RS model on the Traverse? If we take a look at the grille in the front, you've got that darker chrome. It's part of the RS package. Also, you got the Chevrolet bow tie all in black here. If we step on the side of the Traverse, we can find 20 inches of wheel, also in a darker color to make it more sportier, younger looking. On the side of the Traverse, we find a lot of gloss black parts on it here, all around the windows. There's not a lot of chrome. Same thing for the roof rack. And if we step in the back of the Traverse, we see a dual exhaust and also the RS logo to tell you it's an RS model. Under the hood of the Chevrolet Traverse, we can find a V6 3.6 liter, good for 310 horsepower and 266 foot-pounds of torque. This engine comes with a 9-speed transmission. This engine is really popular in the GM products. You know, it's been a while this engine has been in GM products. You can find it in all the lineup in different brands. It's a pretty good engine. You know, it's been a while it's on the market, so it's not a new engine who's gonna give you a lot of trouble, so that's a big plus. This Traverse can tow up to 5,000 pounds. So if you want to carry 6 or 7 people with you and still have a little trailer or a camper in the back, it's possible with the Traverse. The model I'm testing this week is 53,000, around that. You can get an RS model around 49,000, but if you just want a Traverse, a base one with no equipment, it starts around 37,000 Canadian, and that price is pretty interesting. If we take a look at the trunk of the Traverse, you can find a pretty good amount of space, especially for a 3-row SUV. Usually this kind of a truck in this segment, you don't have a lot of space behind that 3rd row, but it's not the case with the Traverse. You can put down those seats easily with these straps. Just pull it and push it, same thing. So now you got some major cargo behind the 2nd row. So if you want to carry a lot of luggage, you got plenty of space. Inside of the Traverse, you find a lot of space for my shoulders, my legs, my head. Look at all that space. That's one of the key features of the Traverse. It's really the space you've got inside of it. So it's ideal, you know, to go on a long trip, road trip with the family, a typical one. Interior wise, nothing complicated here. Everything is simple and easy to find, easy to use. You've got the multimedia screen here. Easy to use, also the same you can find in most GM products. I'm really used to that system. I got the same system in my truck, so for me it's really easy to use and I'm used to it. But otherwise, you know, button wise, space wise, the only thing I'm missing is somewhere to really recharge wirelessly my phone. I've got plenty of USBs in the front, in the back, also in the 3rd row. That's a big plus. But overall, you know, simple and easy, clean, interior. The Traverse is a true family car. Something you can notice, most SUV or normal car, the rear door is going to open like this much. But here in the Traverse, you can really open them like almost 90 degrees. So that gives you a lot of space to put the kids in the back. And one of the major key component inside of the Traverse, it's really the second row. Because the second row is really flexible. One of the key features is really you can play with the seats. So if you're a little bit taller like me, you still can fit really comfortably. Tons of space, you know, in the back with those seats. They're flexible. And one of the big things about moving those seats, it's really when you want to put some people in the back. In the last row of the Traverse, it's not only the kids who can fit there. Adults can fit also there. And one of the reasons why they're able to fit, it's really because that second row, it's flexible. You can really play with it. To get access to the last row, you simply need to press here. And now you got plenty of space to get access to that last row. Now inside of the Traverse, you know, I'm still able to fit. And again, you know, if that person in front of me is not super tall, you know, it can really give me more space to fit in the back. So that's a big plus for the Traverse. Behind the wheel of the Chevrolet Traverse RS this week, I've been testing this Traverse with my wife, the kids and everything, you know, a real test for family SUV. You know, what I was really surprised with the Traverse, it's really the fuel economy. I was able to do around 8.8 liter per 100 kilometers. It's pretty surprising for the size of this, you know, SUV, especially the Traverse. It's a little bit bigger, you know, you get a little bit more space than the other SUV in the same segment. You know, I've been driving a lot of the same kind of truck, same kind of SUV lately. I've drove the Atlas, the Pathfinder, the XT6, the Palisade, many SUVs in the same segment. And this one, you know, I think it gives you the most amount of space inside, cargo wise, you know, also for driving and everything comfort wise, you know, there's a lot of space inside of this. And having this fuel economy, it's a big plus. And this is due to the all-wheel drive system you find on the Traverse. You got a special all-wheel drive system, so when you put it in two-wheel drive, it really disconnect, you know, the all-wheel drive from the wheels. So typically, you know, a normal all-wheel drive system stay all the time kind of active. Even if you put it in two-wheel drive, everything's really is still connected and still, you know, use some power to turn those wheels. It's not the case with the Traverse. It's really a front-wheel drive. It's really disconnected when you're using the two-wheel drive mode. Speaking of these modes, you've got 4 of them. You've got the two-wheel drive, the all-wheel drive, the off-road harsh weather drive, I could say, and also you've got finally the last one, the towing mode. And that's a big plus for me. It's a mode we're not able to find in some other brands, especially Volkswagen, Hyundai, and many others. And if you're about to tow 5,000 pounds with your Traverse, I want this mode, and the Traverse got it. You know, performance wise, you don't have to expect a lot from this. You know, it's SUV, it's mostly, it's really close to a minivan for me. So performance wise, you know, it's a little bit more fun than driving a minivan. It's easier than driving a large SUV like a Suburban or a Tahoe. but still I prefer driving a Tahoe or Suburban. Obviously I'm a truck guy, but still you know, 0 to 100 it's around 7.8. that's what I was able to do. You know, handling wise, you know, it's not, you know, it's not bad, it's not good. It's something you can expect from a large SUV like this. Nothing really sporty, you know. That's the thing with the Traverse. You know, I wish, you know, there was a little bit more spice, you know, a bit more fun, a bit more passion into the design and also the interior. You know, gladly I saw some new pics of the future model. Was supposed to come out in 2021. Maybe it's gonna be a little bit later than that because of the COVID-19. You can look at the picture right now. This model seems more aggressive, a little bit more truck. I think Chevrolet has been listening to their customer and they've been improving a lot on the you know, fun design side. Because you know, this one I'm driving this week, even if it's RS, for me it's kind of fade. You know, it needs a little bit something better design wise, inside and out. But overall, you know, really good SUV for the family, especially if you don't need all the options, all the accessories and all that. Starting price around 36,000, 37,000. It's a good price. Everything is plain and simple inside. Plenty of space, good fuel economy. You're able to tow to up to 5,000 pounds. So for me, it's a solid choice if you want to go doing some road trip with the family. So overall, you know, pretty satisfied. Not really exciting, but you know, the Traverse for me, it's really a tool for the family for traveling. That's how I see the Traverse. So let me know if you like the review. Let me know also if you want to see any specific models on the channel. Don't forget to subscribe, and we're gonna see each other on another review.